Young people have been through so much, some of them more than the adults that are looking after them, that what they don't need is they don't need people talking at them. They don't need people who will come in and tell them what's right and what's wrong. They need people who are willing to explain, to help them understand why, and also be able to take them through it, walk with them, not just send them.
We always felt that people want the toddlers and the babies, and are those the kids that get left behind, the older ones. So that was our motivation behind that.
Taking the challenge of giving them the right and wrong and a bit of direction, basically. In the transition from, say, junior school to senior school, going watching them taken to activities and being there as a parent.
The best thing about fostering is the happiness that the kids have brought us, all three of them, and the other children that we've fostered in the past. It makes your house a home.
My eldest is a phenomenal artist, and she's developed that over time, and she's practiced and stuck with it, and she's going to go on to university and study arts.
One of the reasons I chose Newcastle University was so that I could visit home and come see my family on the weekends. I think I've been lucky. I think it was an easy transition as well, because it just felt like we were meant to come here.
Patience, good sense of humour, acceptance, and just letting them know that you're always there for them.
What you've got to recognise is that children have got needs at every age. I love the fact that you can have a laugh and a joke with a teenager, and you can do things as a family.
Trust is something that can take 2 weeks, it can take 6 months, it can take years, but they never gave up on me. They never showed me that, okay, well, actually you're tiring us out, or you're making us feel this way, so we're not going to bother with you anymore. But they made me feel no matter what I did, they always went, it's okay, we're still here. And that for me was the biggest thing, because it showed that not every adult leaves you, not every adult escapes, and that is the most, for me, the most important thing.
We do get a lot of support, but we've also found support from other foster carers as well. Some of the best advice I've had has been from other foster carers.
There's a lot of experience out there.
Yeah, they've been through, they've seen it all, they've been through it. They're part of the community, they're part of the team, and that's been really good.
Fostering for me, it's given us so much more energy and life and purpose. I think perhaps people might worry that, especially to have siblings and older children, they might not have the energy to do it. It's completely the opposite. It gives you the get up and go.
One of the really proud moments that we've shared this week is Corey passing his driving test. I was crying and he was like, don't do that, you can't do that. But it was just that proud moment, that actually that big achievement, that real life achievement, which, is that another step to independence. And we're just, really proud of you.
The feeling for me was to see how proud it made them. Help me understand, okay, I can be proud of this too, because again, some things we can't articulate, but we just go for what other people feel. So it was amazing to share that with someone.
You're not bad, are you?
It was the last weekend or the weekend before. The middle child and the older child were talking about something. He says, you've been here the longest. She says, no, she says, I've been here forever. That's what she said. Oh, I was chuffed to bits, absolutely chuffed to bits.
The fostering service has been fantastic when, at just the slightest thing we can contact someone, even if it's out of hours. And the training has been really good, really intensive training in specific things.
Sometimes you feel like you want to fix everything, because teenagers in general, in a regular family, they've got pressures with school, they've got pressures with the friends, with social media, and then to add being in care and have the history that they've had on top of that, it can be, sometimes overwhelming. And sometimes the best course of action is to do nothing, to leave them alone and let them work it out for themselves. And it's so nice that when they've been through difficulties, and we have had some difficulties, haven't we? And they have worked it out for themselves, come out the other side, sort of a big weight's been taken off the shoulders, and it's down to them and not anything that you've done, but you've just given them the space.
I guess there's a lot of things that that as a young person you've got a balance when coming into care. You've got a social life that you've got to deal with at school and outside of that, and there's so much going on that you're already dealing with. So to then go home, it was really nice that my foster carers allowed me the space to do what I wanted and to make it free, so that I had this own space. I had my own room in this house that I could go to, and that was my area to release, you know, what I was feeling and whatever. But the one thing for me that the foster carers did above anything else was they just listened. They were able to sit me down, to chat with me and to really help me understand what I was feeling, why I was feeling it, not just how to express it in anger or any other emotion, but able to really dissect it down and understand, well, what is it, why you're feeling this way. And yeah, that was the most helpful thing.
So for anyone who's thinking of fostering, I think you never know you can do it unless you try, and I think there's no harm in actually going down that avenue and exploring the options and hearing a little bit more. And I think actually you might find it's something that's really rewarding for you, and it might be something that actually you look back on and it was the best decision you could have made. What do you think?
Yeah.